I am going to talk about auctions today. The topic of the week for us, we have been looking at auction websites, and today we're going to talk about how to approach auctions. So we are right now I'm using PropStream to pull up a couple different properties and just research so I can show you guys how I am approaching them. I'll show you guys the easiest way to pull the data and then skip trace the data when you need it on the fly. So you guys can ultimately just be talking to your clients right away instead of having to wait for skip trace list. One of the data softwares that I've been using, obviously you guys know this, I use this in all my videos, is PropStream. I'm partnering up with them. That's not what this call is about today. We're going to do another call where they're going to do some trainings on auctions. So you guys will have access to that. Of course, if you're in the group, you guys will have access. We have a couple different properties up on the screen. I'm going to show you how to use this. You guys can go get the 7-day free trial. They have a 7-day free trial. I don't have an affiliate link for you guys, and that's not the point of it. I want you guys to be using this to get the free data. So on auctions and today's call, we're going to be talking about how to skip trace the lead immediately so you can try and contact them. And then we're going to talk about what you're going to talk to them about. Firstly, I want to see, has anybody implemented the websites that we were showing you the other day for finding these leads? And you guys can just drop it in the chat down there. If nobody, that's okay too. We have a couple different ways to find leads. Today, I'm going to be talking about the way that I find auctions from PropStream. Right now, obviously, you can see the screen. We have San Diego County open, and these are the filters that I use for auctions. So essentially, you can just find auctions if you want to look for single family, and then you want to look for anything after today's date. Okay, today's date or later. All right. You have a list of properties. If you're using PropStream and you're not using one of the other websites that I recommended to you the other night, you can go in here. You'll be able to open up the address, copy the address, read about the address, find out the details about the property, when the data default happened, what stage they're in, what the unpaid balance is. You can also see like the mortgage history, right? How much they owe on the mortgage. If there's any liens on the property, it'll give you all of that information. So this particular property, what I'm going to do is, let's say that I wanted to reach out to this client because it looks like a good property. I can tell that the foreclosure date's, recent. So they set a notice of trustee, which is set for 3/4, which is March 4th. He has to do something before then or else the house will sell. Okay. I'm going to call this guy really fast. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of him. First thing I do is just highlight the name. I always do just a Google search, and then I'll show you guys. I'll look for the name plus phone. We should come up with something. If I need to, I'll go further than that. San Diego. Let's try this. Okay, so looks like I have it here. So this is essentially the phone number that I'm going to call. I'm going to give her a ring right now while we are on the webinar. See if I can get in touch with her. Verify that you guys can hear the phone, please. Hi, Luz. Hi, Luz. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. Do you know who Luz is? Luz Davis?
I get like once a week, I get somebody calling asking for that person.
Okay, you don't know that person? Okay, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And so on to the next one. I'm going to the next number now. You guys see where I'm pulling this from?
I give this to you. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Sometimes this is what it takes, guys.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 61998111968 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Luz. This is Jay. I was calling about your house on Alsesa. Please give me a call back when you can. Best number to reach me at 619-627-8466. Thanks. On to the next. And guys, I'm getting all these numbers. I really want to get a proof of concept across to you guys that this will work for you. These phone numbers, I mean, they're public record, but I'm just running across the top to the bottom. Okay, so that one's not verified. I have one more I'm going to call, and I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, that one's not verified either. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. I really want to get the proof of concept across to you guys. I mean, sometimes this is what it takes. If you don't want to wait, if you need to get a deal today, if you want to just start, putting it into action, this is what it's going to take. I mean, there's other options too. You guys can skip trace list, do large list at one time, and then do all the marketing, for those lists. Otherwise, if you want to start putting it into action, these people need help right away. So, I mean, they definitely have a need. And let's see here. So we have another one. Phone numbers are hard to come across, I guess, for these people. Let me find something. We have this one. I am dialing, guys. Just 1 minute. Sorry if I can't switch the tab fast enough to keep up with what I'm doing, guys. So if I'm not switching the tab, just go ahead and let me know. Norbert DeHaan. How many of you are doing auctions now? Anybody working on auctions?
Not yet. I haven't watched the video yet, so.
Okay. You haven't got a chance to watch the video. That's fine, man. Auctions are great because there's such a time constraint, right? And then they're at the point where they feel like they need to do something immediately. They probably exhausted all their resources. It's probably not a whole lot of cash that they have. And for the most part, these people are probably needing help, financial help. So any of these are viable leads. Any of these can be turned into wholesale deals. They cannot all be turned into subject to deals. You can, for the most part, like when they have auction, they're going to have maybe some type of arrears and sometimes those arrears can get up into, the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've seen them as high as 180. It'll tell you because once they start going into auction or pre-foreclosure, there's a ton of fees that accumulate. Sometimes these houses are 2 years old. They've been, behind on payments and they're barely foreclosing or doing the auction on the property now. So when it comes to, reaching out to some of the owners, anything could have happened, up until that point. They could have passed away. There could have been whatever it is. I mean, a divorce, something that happened, a life event that probably caused it. And sometimes these people are harder to get a hold of, and they barely ever have valid phone numbers because where everyone gets their data from, the data sources, is the mortgage companies and all of the creditors, which they then start avoiding, right? So, you can skip trace lists. Sometimes they'll have the same phone number, but I've noticed on my auctions and versus like other lists, like high equity or like low equity, other lists that we work on, I've noticed that there is always a lower response rate in the auctions, and only because I think for that reason, and it's probably just because the data is bad. So, I mean, and that's why I recommend if you want to, do this on the fly, you just start, go to your data source, whatever it is, even if it's one of the websites that we had talked about the other day. So let's just talk about Hubzu. You go there and let's say, or it doesn't even matter. It could be Hubzu or it could be Zone, whatever you want to use. Go to Hubzu. Let's just say that you want to search San Diego. It's very easy to get the public data by let's just do California. Doesn't work well everywhere because it actually works better in some places than it does in San Diego. But let's just say that we have this house. I'll just copy this and I'll do a Google search.
Justin, are you sharing the screen?
Sorry, I'm sharing it now. Sorry. So let's see.
Good.
Hubzu. Thank you for that. I just can't keep up with fast enough with what I'm doing. So I'm just flipping through tabs and I have to click share tab every time. So I'm on Hubzu now, hubzu.com. I just searched the just California and it brought me to a list. And then I picked this one out of the list just to show you basically how I'm getting the public data. So if I go to Hubzu and I search this address, 9 times out of 10, I could type in cluster maps right here. And it's going to tell me who owns the house. And it's going to give me their phone number. Okay. Now, this is from public data sources, right? We were using PropStream a minute ago. It's hard to give you guys like the concept just off the fly like that. It may take me like 30 minutes, but I mean, to put it into action right away, this is something that you guys can do. Otherwise, if you're using public data sources like Hubzu, Zome, the HUD listings, records, whatever data source you're going to be using to get these auctions, you need to pull the data on the fly. You can type in cluster maps and it should automatically bring it up. Now, when we're talking to these people, the way that we're approaching them obviously is with a ton of empathy because they're financially strapped. They don't have anything right now. And yeah, and then with the way that we're positioning it, it's not, oh, we're going to buy your house. That's not immediately. We're positioning it as we want to help you stop the auction on the house. We're going to provide them that value at the very least, right? Because some people just may need a little bit more time. Some people may need the money, or there may be another situation. As long as you find out what the situation is, you will get the deal. I promise you that. Now, I really want to get an auction on the phone. I'm gonna reach out to this lady because I want to see if I can get you guys a call concept. So we go 530 524 296.
Did you see the things that I sent you to you? Do you have any statement?
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Eleanor, this is Jay. I was calling about your house on Fulton Avenue. We were just wanted to reach out and see if we can help you stop the auction on this house. Please give me a call back. Best number to reach me at is 619-627-8466. Thanks. Okay. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be answering their phone today right now. Anyways, while we're on the call, I'm going to bring you guys up for some questions. If you guys have any questions, let me see. I made Rod's on here. We got Shannon, Derek, Richard. How are you, bro? I'm Braxton and Jimson. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Do you guys have any questions on auctions? Have you guys started putting anything into play for yourselves?
No, Justin. I haven't.
Okay.
And
So,
you said this the good way to go by getting an auction leads right here.
yeah. Did you catch our first video on Monday?
No, I had it. I was up there, but now I have it on.
Now, on Monday, I suggest go back, watch the YouTube from Monday, and I gave like 3 websites that you can pull auctions from. They're free data sources, and they're great. They're great sources, right? So today I was just kind of demonstrating how to get like free data because everybody is messaging me like how to skip trace and how to do all that stuff. Like you can skip trace through me. Like if you need list skip trace, you guys can skip trace those to me. But if you guys want to get started right away, public data search, just exactly how I was showing you with cluster maps, go to cluster maps, it'll have all the info there for you. That'll be the most up-to-date data that you're going to find. When we pull our data, like we're pulling them from different data sources, but you'll probably have like 5-6 phone numbers when you skip trace a list through us, but it'll be all the phone numbers available. doing it like this, it's one by one, but it's just immediately to get you into action so you can start hitting these up because these people need help right away.
Okay, and this right, and you said it'll show the number too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just you got to search with cluster maps. Let me see if you. Okay.
I can see it. I can see
Okay.
it.
All right. Perfect. So yeah, it's just like that. Or there's another one that we use too is like true people search, right? So let me see. And then this one normally has the accurate information too. So you could do like address search, you could do name search, and then it should give you all the information that you want here. Also, all right. True people search and cluster maps through Google search, and then that should give you the real time data for these people.
Okay.
Have you did any?
I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
I'm listening.
Now, sorry, I had something in my mouth when you said that. So, is there have you already started doing auction outreach, or have you not did any auctions yet? What are you focused on right now?
No, I haven't did any auction outreach.
Okay.
To be honest with you, this would be my first time learning this auction outreach.
Okay. And then do you know wholesale?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're how new are you to wholesaling?
About between 8 months, 8 months to a year.
Oh, you're not new.
Yeah,
you did some deals then.
One.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why did it take you so long to get your first deal?
Consistency.
You just you probably couldn't keep up, right? You probably got financially strapped.
No, making all them calls and get cussed out and hung up on.
Yeah, getting beat down all the time. Yeah.
Got frustrated.
Yeah. So, and then are you planning on like trying to do this full time, or is it just going to be something to supplement what you're currently doing, or?
No, I want to do it full time.
You want to do full time? What do you do? Do you have another job besides this, or?
No, I'm doing brick mason.
Oh, you're a mason?
Oh
man, that's tough work.
It really is.
It's tough work. This is a lot easier than that, but I guess you still got to be, hands on. So, I mean, you're definitely involved. Let me know how I can help you. Like if it's, talking to sellers or whatever it is, I'm going to start uploading calls to our YouTube. So a lot of people have been asking me like, for practical implementation. So I want to show you guys, what kind of calls, I do, and it's always going to be a different strategy for every single one. Like auctions are one thing, but like FSBO is something different, and probate's something different, so keep up, choose one that you like, get good at it, run with it, and then move on to something else if it doesn't work. Auctions have the most time constraint. So probably the quickest way to a bag, if you guys want to make a bag, everybody in here probably wants to make a bag. Auctions probably get you the bag the fastest. Okay. So let's bring somebody else. Hey, Braxton, thanks, man. Thank you for participating in this. Appreciate it, man. Let me know how I can help you. All right. Richard.
Yes, hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, bro. Have you chose what you're gonna run with or no?
Well, I've only been doing from the first one where you look on Zillow for someone by owner.
Yeah.
And so far I have only one person I'm talking to. At the time when I first called him, he had another. It was basically he's trying to get a deal with somebody. It fell through. He texted me a couple of days ago that it fell through, but he's he was upfront saying he doesn't want to sell to any investors. You know,
Why
he
is
wants to
that?
sell.
Why is that? What did he tell you why, or is he just being
He just prefers to sell to somebody that needs that's going to be either living in the home or for somebody else. I did say my mom is, because my mom is she's moving to San Antonio. She's staying with me, so technically she is looking for a house. So I kind of said that to kind of keep the conversation going. So I am kind of looking for a house for my mom as well. But to me, it seemed like he might be a difficult person, to deal with. But I'll see where it goes.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of the times you're going to get people that are very hesitant to deal with investors, but that's because they get investors calling them all day long.
Right.
It's better to just call and ask about the house, ask about the condition. Do you have like a preliminary set of questions that you can ask that will help alleviate the conversation? Because I mean that might be another thing that you should implement if you're not, because I kind of know more or less what I'm going to ask them. But if I get caught off guard by them and they say, "Oh, there's pictures on Zillow," but then it turns into me asking them about, "Oh, well, I can't see the age of the AC on Zillow and wanted to, the roof condition. I don't know if those are up to date pictures." Those sorts of things, you got to be ready with those conversations. So ultimately, you have to remember that your first call with them is not a lead generation call. It's not, should I turn them into a lead? They're already a lead. They want to sell their house, right? What you need to turn it into is a discovery call that's finding out information about the house so you can get well informed so you can make your offer on that house. Right. So
yeah,
auction different between the difference between FSBO and on auction is that the auction still needs to be turned into a lead so you can do your discovery call, so you can call them back and make an offer. 3 steps. Okay. The FSBO is only 2 because they're already a lead. They want to sell already. You're doing your discovery call, figuring out motivation, the price that they want to sell it for realistically, and then either come back to me or do the best evaluation you can on the property yourself, go back to them and make an offer, right? So still, FSBO is only 2 steps, auction's 3 steps. Okay.
Do you think auction is it's a faster time frame to a deal, though?
Fastest way to make money because there's a time constraint.
Okay.
Right.
So I haven't seen the auction video. I'll check that one out, and then I'll
it's just some sources. The first one is just some sources on how to get the free data. But you guys know I use PropStream. I mean, you can use PropStream. You can use it free for like 7 days. Okay. I have no affiliate link for you. So just go to the website. You can sign up and you can use it free for 7 days. I'm going to have the guy from PropStream probably on here next week. And he's going to do some trainings with us on like, how to pull like some really fire lists. And, they always got new stuff coming up. So, get used to it. And it's like $99 a month. I'm going to get you guys a free trial for like a whole month where they're going to give you like 10,000 records for free. So, try that, but also try the free resources because the free resources are, it's the same thing, but maybe a little bit aged versus what PropStream would have it. PropStream's like most of it.
What are your thoughts on Deal Machine versus PropStream? You think PropStream is just far and away better, or
PropStream's 100% better? I guarantee it's better. I have no affiliate link for you, bro. I'm telling you that only to help you. I promise you it's 100% better. The MLS data is better. The data sources are better. They have 3,300 like county record data sources, like 3,300 of them. And then they have a, what do they have? Oh, they have like a boutique of like third-party data sources. So like other outside data companies feeding them data. So and I'm just talking about property data. I mean, you can use PropWire too. PropWire is free. I mean, it has a little bit age data, but it's still free. It only matters when you're talking about time constraint strategies. Auctions are time constraint strategies. So, you know, PropStream is probably the best for that. And Zillow is great too. Auctions.com. The ones that I recommended, like Hubzoo, auctions.com. You can use the HUD website.
Okay.
That'll give you like RPOs and stuff like that. You could also use like Sheriff. It depends on where you're looking. Sheriff sells. There's a bunch of different Sheriff sells. Nobody ever looks at the Sheriff sells. Those are all auctions too. So,
Did you include? Did you also come up with a script for auctions, or?
yeah, I was gonna send that out the other night. I didn't feel like I gave enough information on the other night's call to have anybody implement it anyways, and that's why I've asked a couple times if anybody implemented it, because I want to make sure that everybody gets the most out of these calls. So whatever information I can provide as far as like Q&A goes, like I'm here 100% for that too.
Okay, that initial training on auctions, did you go over how you approach them and
So what I'll do is, since we can't get anybody on the call for practical implementation, I'm going to record a call after I do that this afternoon or something, and I'll upload that to our group. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then make sure you're following the YouTube, because the YouTube's gonna have everything. All the videos from here, they get uploaded to YouTube. And we had to automate that, but it took a while to automate it, but now it should be working. So,
okay,
cool. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for showing up again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And Jimson, how are you, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for the time again.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. What can I help you with?
So I did take a little bit of action based on what you covered the other day. So I actually went to the sheriff cell the other day just to get that experience. And then I grabbed the list for next month. So I have a list of 116 properties that I'm currently skip tracing, just how you did it. Just go online and see if I can find the phone numbers for these guys.
You gotta do, bro. You gotta do. You're putting
yeah, well, and I also been listening to like a couple books about this. One thing to pay attention, at least from what I heard, was making sure that the reason why these properties are going onto the auction is not like a junior lien or some other reasons that you cannot really make money off of. So I do have a question for you. It's is there any resources online where you can search like the title of the property to see why it's being auctioned off?
That's so for me, like that's the most important part, right? Like I need to know this stuff. So that's why I use PropStream. So like PropStream will tell me, they will tell me prior to me like even calling them, I could look at it and hold on really fast. Hold on. I'll just demonstrate this for you really fast, but PropStream they'll show me any information about liens, their solar liens even. Jesus Christ. I don't know what is up with my thing right now, but it just keeps. So I think this one that we were looking at earlier, like you see these tabs right here. You can go across to these tabs, lien details. Now, other than this, I mean, you can do like public searches through like the recorder's office. You know, if you wanted to do it all manually, you know, because but I mean, yeah, it gives you all of that information. It gives you like solar information, and these are actually all of the different types of liens that it gives you.
Because I do have a list, and I would say half of them, the type of again, it doesn't really specify on the list that they provide, but it says tax, so I guess a tax lien.
Mhm.
My question is like, how do I go about knowing how much that tax bill is?
You would have to use a data source, or you would have to call the county where the lien was from, or if it was a federal lien, you would have to call the IRS.
Okay, most of them are like city tax. So I just give them a call and see if they can provide you with a number.
Yeah, I mean that would probably be the best way to do it. Otherwise, I mean, try PropStream. You can do the free the 7-day free trial for PropStream. If you want to just pull those up, if you need those, just do the 7-day free trial. Go to their website and then just sign up. And then when you do that, you'll be able to export like 50 properties, but you'll get access to their entire system as far as like data goes. So you'll be able to tell if there's liens on there and stuff.
Okay.
All right. That's PropStream like this.
Perfect.
And then I promise you next week, I'll get you another free one that has 10,000 exports. Okay. So you'll have
Thank
that
you.
10,000 exports that you can. So this one only have 50 because that's what they give away on their website, but they're going to give me one that'll give you guys 10,000 free exports. All right. Let me know how else I can help you, bro.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, guys. Shannon, how's everything going for you?
Hey, yeah, it's going okay. It's just been a busy couple days, honestly. I haven't been able to jump back into this, but I was just like following. I think I'm gonna go ahead and like check out the auction list and start making some calls. And basically just to kind of clarify, we're just kind of finding out like the story of what's going on, letting them know we might be able to help them like stop the auction, but there are a few ways that we wouldn't be able to make money on them. I was just hearing you and this other gentleman speak about that, but is there like a list of things that I should look for? Is it any
No,
type of
I mean,
lien or?
sometimes they're going to have liens on the properties. So it's just going to depend on what they're getting foreclosed for. So I think what Gibson was referring to was that sometimes there is a foreclosure that happens from outside of the mortgage, like a tax lien or HOA foreclosing or solar liens. I mean, it could happen for a number of reasons, but the fact is that they're still foreclosing. So the number that you'll see, the number that Jimson sees is just the mortgage amount. The reason and the amount of the lien that may be foreclosing is unknown unless you're using a data source. So not really anything to worry about. I would still say that it applies across the board to everybody. Auctions are still auctions. They still need help. Sometimes it is just like maybe a small tax lien. Sometimes it is just a small HOA lien. But otherwise, if there's a solar lien or something like that, they will foreclose on the house. I've seen it happen.
Okay, so for now it would be like just call, get what information we can offer to kind of help whatever we can, and then just kind of say like, great, thank you so much. If we get through to them, like, we'll be getting back to you, and then come to your team with the info. Is that kind of the procedure?
That's exactly right. Yeah, and if we can help them, then that's exactly what we'll do. It's just a matter of them saying that they want to be helped. So
Okay, awesome.
and because nobody wants to lose their house, right?
Yeah, totally. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So where did you say that list for the auction list would be? Or no, that's what you said. Go to
Yeah,
like
you can
cells or
you can do Zoom, you can do Hubzoo, you can do the HUD website, you can do auctions.com. Zillow has auctions, or you can use a paid source like PropStream, Property Radar. any one of those are good, you know. So, and PropWire is free data too. So not very accurate, but it's, I mean, it's free data, which is, I mean, not a lot of places have that. So anything else I could help you with, Shannon?
No, I don't think so right now. I appreciate your help though, and kind of chewing on some ideas of things that might help me as I'm learning. So maybe I'll send an email over or something when I get that together.
Please. Yeah, pick one strategy and run with it, because that's
Okay.
what's going to help. I mean, you know, there's it's easy to get, you know, caught up in wanting to do all of it. Choose one and you know, move with that. And it doesn't have to be auctions. It could be FSBO, it could be probate. We can do DTA, which is that's what we're talking about next week. You know, I'm gonna do a lot of these. I don't want everybody to get confused with the strategies. The strategies are only one part. You know, implementation is something else, right? Like we're gonna talk about the calls and like how you should approach these people. And that'll be in later calls. We have to make sure that we have enough content. I mean, there's just not a whole lot. I want to build on these, but also I want to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of these sessions. So, I mean, with that said, I'm going to leave it open for just a minute, see if anybody else has any other questions that they want to finish this off with, and we will go ahead and end the meeting.
Yes, Jess, I want to say something. When I came into the wholesaling, I ain't know nothing about it. I still don't know much either. Because the simple fact, for one, I worked there all the time. For two, was what you just said. I was all over the place.
Hell yeah.
Trying to learn all these different things, and people say, "But get this, you're gonna get it there." I go there, do this, and then I go there. So then it got to the point where I ain't really learn anything because I was all over the place.
Absolutely.
So now it's just like I'm new because I was all over the place, so I ain't really learn anything. So when you said that, I just wanted to put that out there.
Dude, you're 100% right. And like, let me just tell everybody in this room that that's exactly what it is, right? Like, you're eventually gonna get lost in translation somewhere, and it's just gonna get so overwhelming for you that you're just gonna want to give up. Most wholesalers won't last 3 months. Braxton, you said about 8 months to a year. I mean, it's surprising that you made it this time.
8 months. With me work, I did stop for a while. That's why I said it's just like I'm new, because I did stop for a while. Because like I said, I was all over the place. That's when the frustration came in at. And so like I said, I want to touch base on that, what you just said, because I did it.
Yep.
You know, trying to use all these different exit strategy and basically chasing a deal. And somebody say, you this extra strategy, you get close the deal in 30 days, so you run over here. Somebody else say, close, you use this strategy. So now I really didn't learn that because I was all over the place.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And you know, you won't. If you don't focus in one area, focus on one strategy, you'll lose focus. Everything will be shiny object syndrome to you, right? And I want to prevent that, and I want you guys to be forewarned that that's what will happen. You're going to hear all these success stories of everybody cashing these $100,000 checks, and like, you know, how nice it is. But you know, at the same time, you know, it's a grind. Like I grind like 100%. My team knows, you know, my network knows. They can all vouch for it. They know I work hard. I am 100% open to teaching you guys anything you want to learn about. I want you guys to get involved and just feel like you guys have somebody to help mentor you, because you know, I didn't necessarily have that when I started, and I feel like maybe that might be something that I could be of value for somebody else. So, you know, get involved, you know, ask the questions. There's no dumb questions here. I may look like an idiot sometimes, but I really don't care. You know, sometimes we get, you know, for me to demonstrate to you guys how I'm doing, you know, these particular things. just know that, I mean, I'm giving you $100,000 lesson, you know, and regardless if we can't get it right the first time or if we have to re-record it, you know, our comping mastermind just went horrible. I wasn't happy with it at all. I just came out of line. It's all learning experience, all growing pains, you know, so something that you guys are going to face doing wholesale, and just be ready for it, you know, and take it head on. Don't give up. And, you know, if you can make it work, I promise you that it will be something that changes your life financially, for your family, and for everybody you love and care about. So anyways, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for jumping on again with me. I'm seeing a loyal crowd here, which I really appreciate. And if you guys need anything from me, feel free to reach out anytime you need to.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.